In this video, I thought I would give you guys an update on what's been happening with my eBay store ever since I came back from vacation and turned my store off vacation mode. So if you guys are subscribed to my channel and stay up to date with my videos, then you know about 3 weeks ago, I released a video talking about how for the first time ever, I was putting one of my eBay stores on vacation mode. And the reason for that was just because I was going somewhere that had no internet connection, and this one store wasn't fully automated, while my other stores were much more automated, like pretty much completely automated. So those ones ran while I was away, but this one, it just wasn't gonna work. So I put it on vacation mode, and I was really nervous about it because a lot of people told me that when you put your store on vacation mode, when you turn it off, your sales are just never the same. It takes a while to get the momentum back, get your sales back to where they were before you went away on vacation. Now, the first thing I'll say right off the bat was that I do not regret turning my store on vacation mode because I had a lot of fun during my trip. I'll put some footage at the end of this video. And so I don't regret it for a minute. And I think it would have kind of ruined the trip had I been trying to keep up with things while I was away. Not to mention the fact that there really was no internet connection where I went, so it just wasn't going to work. So I turned my store off, and it was supposed to be off for about 10 days, but when I came back from vacation, it took me about 2 days just to get settled in, answer student questions. I get a lot of emails from my students, answer all the questions on YouTube, comments. So I waited about almost 2.5 days to turn vacation mode off. So it was almost like 2 full weeks that the store was off. And then on the Thursday, towards the end of the day, I turned vacation. Orlando. All right, where was I? So I turned my eBay store back on a Thursday. And that day, my sales, it was late in the day. So, I had like very low sales volume for that day, but that made sense because I only had it on for a small time period that day. The next day was Friday, then Saturday. Those sales were a little bit lower than normal for this store, but nothing crazy low. I thought, it's just back to normal. Then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, sales were really, really low. I wasn't actually I was a little worried at first, but then I remembered that it was Prime Day on Amazon. So I thought, maybe all the customers that would normally shop on eBay are now shopping on Amazon. So there's just not as much volume happening on eBay, hence I'm not making good sales on my eBay store because my Amazon store did really well. So then the sales kind of went up, then they went down, then they went up, then they went down, but ultimately they're up. Now, this is a pretty inconclusive test, unfortunately, because with any sort of test like this, you only want one variable. This variable was supposed to test what happens when you turn your store on vacation mode and then off. But several months ago on this account, I was running promoted listings for the account, which is basically a way for you to pay eBay extra money for them to put your listings higher in the search results, essentially. So I was paying for that, it was working, and then all of a sudden it stopped working. They were not working at all. Now, as of a few days ago, it started working again. So yes, my sales went back to the way they were before I went on vacation, but also the promoted listings are working, which might be part of that reason. Now, with that said, my sales are still better than they were before vacation. So I'm kind of thinking that they did go back to normal, and then the promoted listings helped even further. But again, I really can't say for sure. So unfortunately, when people ask me this, I still don't have an answer. Does vacation mode impact your sales? I'm not sure. Now, that's what's happening with vacation mode update. But I did want to update you guys on what else I'm doing with my eBay stores as well. So while I was away, I was doing a lot of thinking. And what I decided was that I really wanted to kind of shake things up with my eBay stores. Specifically with my virtual assistants that I've hired. I wanted to build a team. Right now, before, the way my system worked was I hired about 9 virtual assistants, and they each worked independently. I told them what to do, they did their one task, and for the most part, they did not communicate with each other at all. Everything came back to me, which means that I was kind of a bottleneck, right? If I was sick or I was away on vacation, things just slowed down, they didn't work. That's not what I want. I want a team that can run without me. So I created this vision, right, where I have one VA who's kind of in charge, kind of like my replacement, and all the other VAs working underneath her. And I also set like, okay, these are the hours I need the virtual assistants to work for different jobs. And I told my virtual assistants, this is what I'm doing. Some of them weren't on board with it, and they're gone now. Others said they were on board, but then when push came to shove, they weren't. So a few of them are now gone, and I'm in the process of hiring others that really want to be part of a team and build this team with me that can support itself without me. And so far, I'm really excited about this. I haven't been this excited about something in a really long time because I really have this great vision of what it's going to look like to have this like working entity sort of that completely runs without me. I've had stores run without me. My stores, for the most part, do run without me. But it's like the higher level decision making that I want to get rid of. I want them to be in charge of that as well. That's going to be really challenging. I'm not 100% sure how it's going to work, but that's kind of my challenge to myself, is to see if I can do this. At the very least, I want a stronger team, a team that works together, supports each other, helps each other problem solve a lot more, instead of just asking me when they have a problem. So if you guys do want more updates on how this goes, whether this works or whether this is a failure, subscribe to the channel, because of course I'll be making more videos about this. And guys, if you are interested in learning more about eBay dropshipping, I will be hosting a free webinar soon that will be linked up down below. You can see what days and times I have available. I'll be doing a couple of them. So check that out if you want to learn more. It's completely free, like I said. If you got any value out of this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and leave me a comment down below letting me know if you've ever put your store in vacation mode, what happened, and if you have any experience like hiring a big team of virtual assistants and really having them work together without you. I could use some tips on this one for sure. Otherwise, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next video. Bye for now.